It'll be the Bulls off the tip. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Cooper. Then there's Yao. Then it's Kareem, and it's Bird in at the small forward.
Good thinking from Anthony. He's so good at going right up with that shot.
And Durant sends it back. Anthony in the corner. Now against Duncan. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. The shot from 20 feet away. Durant, no good.
And he's very confident from that range. But you can't make him all.
And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Well, I spoke to the head coach for Chicago. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Guys.
Allie, thank you so much. And here is Anthony following Larry Bird's three. Anthony. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And this close into the cup, Anthony makes it look easy. Nice soft touch on that one.
SGA passes to Abdul-Jabbar. And here is Yao. Pass to SGA. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Another shot. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
Left block shot on the way. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Pass to Anthony. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony can't hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Here's Cooper. Now Yao. Covered by Anthony. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And guys, it's just so difficult to stop Yao. His size and strength let him go right through that contact.
Yao Ming at the line for one.
One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And, you know, he's such a huge figure from a cultural standpoint. Yao is also someone teammates love playing with because of that easygoing personality. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
A wide open look for Bird. And that comes off the assist by Abdul-Jabbar.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Duncan with a screen on Cooper. KD dishes to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, out with that emphatic slam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Nothing on the board. Duncan with the block. And he recovers it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Last break. Here comes Chicago. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Bird, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Bird. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Duncan. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And still a close game. As And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Duncan out there with Durant. Then there's Artest. Then it's Anthony. And it's Eaton into the center, filling out the middle. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Cooper. Still scoreless. Back to SGA. From the arc, Gilgeous-Alexander is pure.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Anthony against Bird. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Here's Cooper. Back to SGA. The three-pointer, no good. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Artest. That one rolling around and runs out. The Cavaliers leading. Cooper the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Oh, trying for it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar. Bird against Anthony. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Bird passes to Cooper. SGA kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Stolen by Duncan. Here's Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Anthony's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and good steals.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
KD passes to Duncan. Duncan powers through the contact to score.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks down the 3 ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Artest. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Cavaliers trailing. SGA looking it over. Cooper, another 3 for Cleveland.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Anthony against Bird. Back to Durant. Pass to Artest. Over at Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Duncan. Oh, Duncan drops the hammer. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Here's SGA. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
1 eye on the rim, 1 on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Cooper is out there with SGA. And it's Bird. Then there's Yao. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the fourth. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now here's SGA. He's got 10. Pass to Cooper. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Cleveland.
So this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Outside Durant. Outside Anthony. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Anthony's got 16. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail me.
Timeout called. Cleveland. "90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Cooper. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Clock at 6. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
For 3. And Artest with the basket on the assist from Duncan. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Cooper, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Artest kicks to Anthony. Back to Artest. KD against Cooper. Here's Durant, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
As versatile as they have come in NBA history, Durant just makes it look so easy.
1:14 left to play in the third. Pass to Yao. It's stolen by Duncan. Artest against Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony right side. And it's in there.
And this is proof that Anthony is just undeniable sometimes. Even the contact can't stop him from getting off that shot.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Cooper. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yao with a screen on Artest. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-5 run. Bulls moving the ball around. Anthony, the pass to Eaton. And that one is off. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's SGA. 15 points in the game. Here's Cooper. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Chicago Bulls bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a sixth sense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Durant is out there with Duncan. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Artest. And it's Eaton into the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. Pass to Cooper. Tries it from the top of the key. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Chicago leading by 7. Outside Durant. Sinks that one from the post. Durant's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Bulls. Abdul-Jabbar. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Both good from the line that time. The Bulls leading by 7. Outside Artest. Here's Eaton. He's covered by Young. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
Using the pick nicely. Durant able to find the open man.
Timeout, Cavaliers. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They've got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. I did get a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to the team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, they're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. So it's Chicago now. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Eaton. SGA defending. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. .151 left to play here in the 4th. Count it!
Oh, that's too smooth. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander with some clever playmaking there.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Chicago. Duncan outside. Outside Artest. 6 to shoot. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Durant fires. Oh, KD buries the 3.
No hesitation from the swingman. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Layup no good. The Bulls leading by 10. Here's Durant. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Raises up. Rebounded by Anthony. Now the Bulls with it. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Outside Durant. Now Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped and stolen by Yao. Bird. And he banks the layup in. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Anthony. Now Durant from deep. And it misses. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot
So Sacramento will get the first possession here. Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Malone in at the power forward position. Olajuwon passes to Thompson. Here's Malone. He's covered by Holmgren. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
A tried and true play for this team. Malone exceptional in the pick and roll.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw tonight.
At the line for one.
And that one misses.
Known as being a top-tier rebounder, Malone is a commanding presence on both ends and a very valuable part of this team.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Carter.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Now here's Pippen. He's checked by Carter. Leonard for three. Indiana with a rebound.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Olajuwon can't get it to go.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
That one falls.
There's so many ways Davis can beat you on the interior. Defenders always on their heels when he is attacking.
Leonard outside. Back to Pippen. Pass to Leonard. And there's the screen. And another miss by Sacramento. Antetokounmpo outside. Carter, a screen on Thompson. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. Antetokounmpo with it. Now Pippen defending.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Pass to Carter. Clock at 4. Thompson with some nice D.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Here's Malone. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Malone owns the paint area of the floor. Nobody coming in there messing with him.
Holmgren outside. Thompson against Carter. Pass to Bryant. Over Leonard. Bryant, no good.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Here's Malone. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Carter with it. Now Thompson defending. On the attack.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Punch, that was.
Bad intentions.
Carter taking flight is a thing of beauty. Vinsanity showing off his amazing bounce.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pippen, pass to Malone. Now here's Leonard. Over Antetokounmpo. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. .24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Thompson. And another miss by Sacramento. Indiana leading. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Buzzer beater. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Pacers up by 2. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Anthony Davis. Kobe Bryant is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Holmgren, and it's Carter in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you guys.
A unique talent. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Now here's Bryant. No points yet. 6 on the shot clock. The baseline J. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Stolen by Davis. It's tipped.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Here's Malone. He's covered by Holmgren. Stolen by Bryant. To the paint. And stolen by Leonard. He shoots. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Carter from outside. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Hey, that stroke from Carter, as smooth as a baby's bottom.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's Leonard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Olajuwon passes to Pippen. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Over Antetokounmpo. Again, the miss by the Kings. Indiana leading by 5. Giannis throws it down.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Pippen, pass to Malone. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Taking flight, Scottie Pippen going upstairs.
Holmgren outside. Pass to Bryant. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Carter, high post. Working on Thompson. Lets it fly from 18. The bank shot, no good. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Pippen, no good.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Holmgren outside. Pass to Bryant. Over Leonard. Bryant, no good. Kings trail by 5. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pippen outside. Screen by Leonard. Here's Olajuwon. Check by Davis. The 15-footer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Indiana ahead, up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a 5-point game. Taking a look at the Kings. They've got Klay Thompson, and it's Olajuwon in at the center position. Now here's Bryant. He's scoreless. Yes, it's good.
This just proves how tough Kobe is. Rushing off the defense inside, a no-brainer.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Leonard. Uncovered. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Carter finds Davis. For 3. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Leonard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Kawhi has a subtle and quiet way of consistently keeping the pressure on.
Both good from the line that time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Holmgren. Pass to Bryant. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Kings trail by 5. Back to Leonard from behind the arc. The offensive rebound. The 3 from Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hand.
Down low. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Pippen, pass to Olajuwon. Now here's Thompson, covered by Bryant. Here's Olajuwon, still without a bucket.
Boy, Hakeem's size makes him hard to match up against him, especially when he's determined to score inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Sacramento, Hakeem Olajuwon. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
What Hakeem provides for his team is a rock-solid foundation. They can rely on him on both ends and build schemes around his talent.
Indiana leading. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Holmgren. Davis with a screen on Leonard. Pass to Carter. 6 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Carter's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Hey, nobody on this floor, or any floor for that matter, is out-leaping Vince. So that really allows Carter down low to do his thing.
Deflects the pass. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Carter, the pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Pass to Malone. And here's Leonard. And another miss by Sacramento.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Gardner, good.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Olajuwon. Malone, pass to Pippen. Here's Malone. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Corner 3, pure from Thompson.
Just another spot on the court where he can hurt you from. Thompson, efficient in the corners.
Now Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And so it's Indiana closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be back in a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. We've got Chet Holmgren. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Kobe Bryant. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Carter in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
And Leonard drops them both. And here's Indiana now, leading by 5. And here is Antetokounmpo. Outside Carter. Six on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Bryant from deep three-point land. Sacramento grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got 8 rebounds in the game. Thompson passes to Pippen. Back to Thompson. Here's Olajuwon. Checked by Davis. Holmgren there for the rebound. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 5-point game. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Tipped. Carter with it. Now Pippen defending. Antetokounmpo outside. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Davis with a screen on Thompson. Clock at 6. Now Carter. Shoots a 3. Oh, the shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Leonard with a screen on Carter. Here's Olajuwon. Checked by Davis. And counted.
Such size moves. The Dream has got all the tools to score and make you look silly while he's doing it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Defended by Pippen. Giannis with the finish.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Now the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Bryant against Leonard. Here's Carter. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Oh, the shot is off. Kings trail by 5. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. there for the rebound.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you got to punish it, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
Now Antetokounmpo. The 11-footer. That's off. Thompson scanning the floor. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Scottie Pippen. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Pacers.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Shot.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Leonard. Holmgren there for the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Kawhi Leonard. First personal foul. Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Boy, those were big free throws right there. It's exactly how you want to close out a game.
Well done. The Pacers take this through.
Pippen with it. Carter's there. Now Thompson from deep. Ooh, it doesn't go. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And so the Pacers take the win. This one was in the balance.
And it's Chicago to start out. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. We've got Carter. Holmgren is out there with Anthony Davis. And there's Bryant, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the point. Now here's Duncan. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Durant, and that comes off the assist by Duncan.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Outside, Kobe. Rebound by Ron Artest. Now the Bulls with it. And here is Durant. Here's Eaton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here is Carter. Yep, that one goes in there.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Duncan outside. Back to Artest. Antetokounmpo against KD. Fires from the line. It's rebounded by Indiana.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Holmgren dishes to Carter. Pass to Bryant.
2 minutes.
Over Anthony. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. 1:46 left to play in the first. From the baseline. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Now Bryant. Trying to get open is Davis. And Bryant gets it to go on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Such body control from Bryant. Able to take some hits there on the way up.
And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Eaton the pass to Durant.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a tall, wily guy who forces you to take tough shots.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Artest the pass to Duncan. The Bulls with another miss. And it's Indiana's ball. Pass to Giannis. Holmgren outside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Davis with a screen on Duncan. Back to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Over Durant. Holmgren can't hit. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Durant kicks to Artest. There's a screen. Inside. They need this one. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Fires from way outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Led to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Free throw good. Giannis. Second free throw, no good. Nails the third. First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie ball game. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Anthony is out there with Artest. And it's Duncan. And it's Durant. And it's Eaton in at the center. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now, here's Bryant over Artest. Kobe, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing, defended by Carter. Artest dishes to Durant. Duncan with the screen for Durant. To the middle. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Davis.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Chicago shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Indiana trailing here. Carter drives in. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Anthony, the pass to Eaton. Durant in the corner. Over Giannis. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Duncan. KD's got his second bucket.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Holmgren wide open. And the 3 ball is good.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Duncan kicks to Anthony. Duncan down low. Working on Holmgren. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Anthony in the corner. It's stolen by Bryant. 1:58 left here in the second. Five to shoot. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Kobe's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Out to Anthony. A 3 ball. Drills it from outside.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Holmgren outside. Here's Bryant. Indiana again missing. And KD's got the ball here for the Bulls. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. pass to Anthony from outside the arc. Another three for Chicago.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's Bryant. Here is Carter. Holmgren with a screen on Anthony. Here's Carter. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Artest kicks to Anthony. 24 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Heaton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
At the line for Chicago, Mark Eaton. One shot.
And that one misses. Pacers trail by 8.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Down low. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Bulls ahead. They lead by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pacers trail by 6. On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got Antetokounmpo. Carter is out there with Chet Holmgren. And there's Davis. And it's Bryant in at the shooting guard position.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the score by Indiana. Here's Artest. Count it. Good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
He hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
Kobe against Artest. Bryant can't get it to go.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Durant in the corner. Duncan dishes to Artest. Over Carter. Artest. Good. Artest's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Bryant looking it over. Stolen by Duncan. Anthony against Carter. Outside Artest. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Giannis outside. Holmgren right side. Pass to Carter. Here's Bryant. Covered by Artest. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
KD on the wing. Covered by Giannis. And it's good. 2 points. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
But Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
Bryant the pass to Carter. Davis with a screen on Anthony. Pass to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Now Anthony. Outside Artest. Puts up a deep three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Kobe.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
Here's Anthony. Pacers with the rebound. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Holmgren with a screen on Anthony. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holmgren. Kept alive.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Anthony, Duncan out there with Durant. Then it's Artest, and it's Eaton in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Kobe dishes to Antetokounmpo. Holmgren the pass to Kobe. Lets it go from deep. Here's the 3 ball by Bryant.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Anthony against Bryant. Anthony kicks to Duncan. Durant the pass to Eaton. No good on the layup. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And it's on.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Now Durant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Indiana trailing here. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Now here's Giannis. Now Holmgren to take the lead. Duncan with the rebound. Here's Durant. Big time slam by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there, just hammering it home.
Now Carter. Artest against Bryant. Left one up from 19. That does not go. Chicago leading by 3. Outside Anthony. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter.
Corralling defensive rebounds, such a critical aspect of your defense. Nice work.
Giannis inside. Duncan defending.
With that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
It's the first that brings them within 2. And he is unable to get the second one.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Now Anthony. From about 19, it misses. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Holmgren with a screen on Duncan. inside Holmgren to take the lead. The three goes down.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what are their best options now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead. So you've got to draw the play to make it happen.
Onto the Coon ball. It's good. The Bulls call timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they actually could take a three here and hope for the win if they want to. I think they'll try and send it to overtime. The defenders don't want to foul in this situation, so you should be able to get a good look inside.
And get the three. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.